Well, a good day for New Zealand, the first day of this second test at Eden Gardens. Ajit Agarkar with me here on ESPNcricinfo match day, and so much to talk about, but Ajit's picked his 3 points that he'd like to go through, and he called for some good conditions for the bowlers, the fast bowlers. We saw that at the Eden Gardens. What's got Virat Kohli in another single figure score for him at home? And we'll also talk about how Ross Taylor, in the absence of Kane Williamson, could have applied a little more pressure, and how India could have made it harder for them to go to 239 for 7. Ajit, you've been calling it not once, not twice, but a few times. Give the fast bowler something, and we'll see something nice in the first session.
Yeah, I think it's also to do with the relayed pitch at Eden Gardens. I think nobody quite knew how the pitch was going to be. I think they've left a little bit of live grass on it to hold the pitch together. Once it's relayed, you're always worried when that first game's played, how it's going to react. It looked a bit too paced this morning, maybe because of the moisture that it had, but it kept the seamers interested, which is not that has happened often in India in recent times. So, and New Zealand made use of it and were in a really good position till a good partnership by Pujara and Rahane, but something where it'll keep the seamers interested throughout the test match.
Even if you weren't a fast bowler, it's just more compelling viewing when the ball moves a bit and the keeper catches it here on the first morning, unlike Kanpur. This is a nice advertisement for pitches across India.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's compelling viewing for some of the batsmen, but it keeps the contest. You don't want your fast bowlers to bowl 2 overs first morning of the test match and then get the spin on and wait for the ball to reverse. You want some conventional swing or some sort of seam movement, a little bit of carry, which then makes the fast bowler put in that much effort. I think there was a lot more with the new ball than once the ball got a bit softer. There was a little bit more sort of uneven bounce, if you like, when the ball was a bit harder. But definitely something that the batsman will have to work hard to get the runs on.
Well, Virat Kohli was one of those batsmen who had to work hard, and we just look at some of the numbers in recent times. Averaging 31 in the last 16 innings at home. We have to go back to his test 100, his last test 100 in India when MS Dhoni got the runs in Chennai. Since then, it's fair to say it's been a bit of a slump in form. What have New Zealand done right, and what's got Kohli in a bit of a knot, Ajit?
I mean, he got a double hundred a few tests back in West Indies, but
yes.
Yeah, I mean, after that he's actually got some single-digit scores, which is very unlike Virat, especially with the kind of form he's shown in T20 cricket or one-day cricket. They've bowled well to him. I think apart from that second innings dismissal in Kanpur, where he was trying to look for some quick runs, you can see this is a batsman who's short of runs, short of a little bit of form, and you ask any bowler in the world at the start of his innings, even though that cover drives are scoring short for him, he is a bit vulnerable because he tends to push away when the ball's a bit wider, and New Zealand have worked on it. And it's early on in your innings when you are short of runs, you're trying to maybe go hard at the ball a little bit, and it was a soft dismissal. I think he'd be very disappointed with his shot today, but you've got to give credit to Bolt.
Is it time to show a little more restraint, bore the bowlers down a little more? Is it time for Kohli to just cut down the flamboyance?
I'm sure he's far too good a batsman not to do that. I think he'd be kicking himself for making that mistake. It was a very, very wide ball. He hit a beautiful boundary before that, and sometimes when you hit such a good shot, you feel like you're in control, but when you don't have runs behind you, you tend to be maybe that fractionally slow in your mind to execute that shot, and that's probably the reason, but he needs to spend a bit more time.
Now, I wonder if we speak of mistakes and whether we can call the its standing captain for New Zealand, Ross Taylor. Did he make a mistake with his new ball bowlers? Bolt and Henry so good in the morning. If you break down their spells, both bowled well in the morning with the new ball and well with the second new ball, but just 3 and 4 overs respectively in that second session when India didn't lose a wicket. Let India off the hook after they were 3 for 50?
If you told them you'd have 239 at the end of the day for 6, they would have probably taken it.
7.
Sorry, 7. They would have taken that on the first day. But considering how the pitch played and how their seamers bowled at the start, I thought, especially after 46 for 3, that's the partnership you need to break. Get Rohit Sharma, who's under pressure. You needed that 1 wicket there, and the ideal 2 batsmen at that point to sort of get India out of trouble, Rahane and Pujara, who can bat time and conditions, were there. So you needed your 2 best bowlers, and not necessarily by reputation, but 2 best bowlers on the day, which were Henry and Bolt, to bowl a bit more. I mean, yes, it's hot, humid, but you're playing for your country. You're 1 down in the series. I think at least 3 overs each during that session from them might have made a difference. Who knows? Rahane and Pujara have batted so well that might not have, but at least would have put them under a lot more pressure than they were.
Very quickly, New Zealand still sleep better, 2-3-9 for 7 at the end of day 1?
I think the pitch has shown enough. You know, a couple of balls have kicked the spinners. There's something definitely with the new ball when the ball's harder. India will want to get under 50 or 70 runs at least. But New Zealand, after losing the toss, will take 239. Yeah.
So there you go. They sleep the better than do New Zealand. And of course, remember, if you want to get some brownie points on what we've got to offer for you here on ESPNcricinfo, we've got something new. HyundaiCrickJockey.com. If you'd like to be the next voice of cricket, we're giving you that chance. Go check out the site for more. We'll be back with Ajit Agarkar for more analysis as this test goes on.